Number 10. Athens. Athens is the capital of Greece. It was also at the heart of ancient Greece, a powerful civilization and empire. The city is still dominated by 5th century BC landmarks, including the Acropolis, a hilltop citadel topped with ancient buildings like the colonnaded Parthenon Temple. The Acropolis Museum, along with the National Archaeological Museum, preserves sculptures, vases, jewelry and more from ancient Greece. It's a lovely city. I think it should be higher in the list because of the amazing climate, the museums, the safety it provides to you and the great food. 10+5. A must-see before you die. M+10. Agree with the dude who said a must-see before you die. Athens is not only damn gorgeous but it's also amazing friendly people, gorgeous girls and great food. It's also very safe. M+3. It's cool. Number 9. Copenhagen. Copenhagen, Denmark's capital, sits on the coastal islands of Zealand and Amager. It's linked to Malmö in southern Sweden by the Øresund Bridge. Nearby, the city's historic center, contains Fredrikstaden, an 18th century Rococo district, home to the royal family's Amalienborg Palace. Nearby is Christiansborg Palace and the Renaissance era Rosenborg Castle, surrounded by gardens and home to the crown jewels. Copenhagen is the capital of the Kingdom of Denmark. At a population of 591,481 inhabitants as of January 2016, it is also the largest city in the country. It is located in the Hovedstaden region of Denmark and is home to the world-famous Tivoli Gardens, one of the oldest operating amusement parks in. Read more. The city is beautiful, but I hated my trip to the city because of its people. Very rude, cold and unpolite unless you are blonde like them. I went to Malmö and Stockholm and Oslo and the people are sparkling happy and talkative, pride to help, to give in information. As a tourist I felt the racism and xenophobia in Copenhagen several times in 1 week, as I never felt even just one time while visiting Russia for one entire month. For example, I was counting so much the days to get out of the country that I changed my plans and went for 3 days to Malmö by train, just to get out of there. Was a great decision I made. Loved Malmö people. I imagine how it would be with me on a daily basis to live in Copenhagen. By the way, I am, or I thought I was, European. I'm Portuguese, with white skin but black hair and eyes. For just 2 times I found myself needing information. And no one even stopped to listen to me with a city map in the hand. In the restaurants and coffee I went, I found the same, more +1. Stupid dull city, racist and rude people. Why it's here. It should not even touch the top 30. M+4. It's the best hokkien. I love Copenhagen. What a city. Copenhagen, duer kan jeg har. Number 8. Rome. Rome, Italy's capital, is a sprawling, cosmopolitan city with nearly 3,000 years of globally influential art, architecture and culture on display. Ancient ruins such as the Forum and the Colosseum evoke the power of the former Roman Empire. Vatican City, headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church, has St. Peter's Basilica and the Vatican Museums, which house masterpieces such as Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel frescoes. Rome is a wonderful city, which I have visited. It is wonderful to see such great constructions and historical legacy Rome have, especially the monuments speaks their history and cultural. +12. Most beautiful capital in the world. +16. Birthplace of the Roman Empire, Church, so much history. Totally amazing. M+10. Surprised that Rome is not number 1. The history and culture this city has is unbelievable. This city has it all: good weather, good food, awesome people. If you want museums full of art and sculptures, you got it. You want party? You got it. You want beaches? Drive about 50 minutes and you got it. Other amazing cities are close by, like Naples only 2 hours drive south, Florence 3 hours drive north. I don't think any other capital city, at least in Europe, has as many things to see and do as Rome. Roma caput mundi. Number 7. Washington. Washington is a state in the Pacific Northwest with terrain spanning the snow-capped Cascade Mountains to forested islands in Puget Sound. Its largest city, Seattle, is known for its thriving tech industry, vibrant music scene and famed coffee houses. Its landmarks include the futuristic Space Needle, century-old Pike Place Market and Seattle Aquarium. Innovative glass art is displayed at Julie Garden and Glass. A great capital city with impressive architecture and +5. Incredible city with a very unique nightlife. A lot of interesting history packed into a fairly compact place. Strongly recommend. Lol, just about all of these cities on this list are on my bucket list, die Gedanken sind frei. Number 6. Ottawa. Ottawa is Canada's capital, in the east of southern Ontario, near the city of Montreal and the U.S. border. Sitting on the Ottawa River, it has at its center Parliament Hill, with grand Victorian architecture and museums, such as the National Gallery of Canada, with noted collections of Indigenous and other Canadian art. The park-lined Rideau Canal is filled with boats in summer and ice skaters in winter. Ottawa is magnificent. The neo-Gothic Parliament buildings are second to none. The Parliament buildings are situated on Parliament Hill, on a precipice overlooking the Ottawa River in province of Quebec across the river. Ottawa has some of the best green belt parks of any city in the world, let alone a capital city. It is a compact city, easy for walking. In the winter, it is glorious to skate on the Rideau Canal, a UNESCO heritage site. It's amazing to see civil servants, with their long coats, suits, ties and briefcases, skating to work on the Rideau Canal. Where else in the world would one see this? Amazing. In May the Tulip Festival is also worth a visit. The tulips are an annual gift from the Netherlands and thanks for Canada harboring Queen Juliana, who gave birth to one of her daughters while in exile during World War II in Ottawa. The Dutch have never forgotten. Ironically, it was the Canadian Army that liberated most of Holland in World War II. In the summer, there is Chamberfest, an annual, Morm +16. It's perfect. Good nightlife, world-class museums, many landmarks, great places for sightseeing, great food and culture. Also it's not a concrete city, balancing nature with the city, a great place to visit in all seasons. Beautiful Ottawa and +14. Amazing place, can't be beat. The best part is enjoying a nice crisp winter day in Ottawa. M+12. I visited Ottawa in winter and it was amazing. The glittering snow on the towering Gothic turrets in the city is just yelling that it's friendly. I'm from Toronto, which is about 5 hours away, but geez, it's worth the visit. Ottawa by far is one of the nicest capitals on earth. Number 5. Berlin. Berlin, Germany's capital, dates to the 13th century. Reminders of the city's turbulent 20th century history include its Holocaust memorial and the Berlin Wall's graffitied remains. Divided during the Cold War, its 18th century Brandenburg Gate has become a symbol of reunification. The city's also known for its art scene and modern landmarks like the gold-colored, swoop-proofed Berliner Philharmonie, built in 1963. Even after being completely destructed during the Second World War in 1945, still city like Berlin was able to rise up and include itself amongst the topmost turning and the busiest capitals of the world. M+16. So much history and very nice people. I would say this is by far better than London as it is safe and not full of drug smugglers who want to mug you. There is a diverse culture, many museums and fantastic architecture. So vote for the best. M+7. One of the best city I have ever been. M+15. After Brexit this will be the best city I have ever seen around the whole Europe. Everything is so amazing with Berlin. It is much safer, nicer, more historical and cheaper than London. Number 4. Tokyo. Tokyo, Japan's busy capital, mixes the ultra-modern and the traditional, from neon-lit skyscrapers to historic temples. The opulent Meiji Shindo Shrine is known for its towering gate and surrounding woods. The Imperial Palace sits amid large public gardens. The city's many museums offer exhibits ranging from classical art, in the Tokyo National Museum, to a reconstructed Kabuki Theater, in the Edo Tokyo Museum. Incredibly safe and clean, amazing foods, fashion, arts, sophisticated cultures, you are just spoiled for choices. M+37. Beautiful city with both modern and traditional part, nice people and food. M+20. In the Japan itself it has proved its hard work. M+23. Best cultural city ever. Number 3. Paris. Paris, France's capital, is a major European city and a global center for art, fashion, gastronomy and culture. Its 19th-century cityscape is crisscrossed by wide boulevards and the River Seine. Beyond such landmarks as the Eiffel Tower and the 12th-century, Gothic Notre Dame Cathedral, the city is known for its café culture and designer boutiques along the Rue du Faubourg Saint-Honore. Paris is for sure the most beautiful city in the world, and has so much landmarks. If I were a country, it would be the 11th economy in the world. Paris is strong on all fronts and is therefore the world's best capital city plus 35. Beautiful architecture, few eyesores, great atmosphere plus 39. Splendid city, architectures from ages to modern building, among the most numerous cathedrals and churches, abundance of all kinds of restaurants offering top international cuisine and of course French one. So many theaters, exhibitions, festivals etc. And that also through the country France, plus 27. Bon appetit. Number 2. London. London, the capital of England and the United Kingdom, is a 21st-century city with history stretching back to Roman times. At its center stand the imposing Houses of Parliament, the iconic Big Ben Clock Tower and Westminster Abbey, site of British monarch coronations. Across the Thames River, the London Eye observation wheel provides panoramic views of the South Bank Cultural Complex, and the entire city. London is the capital and most populous city of England and the United Kingdom. Standing on the River Thames in the southeastern part of the island of Great Britain, London has been a major settlement for 2 millennia. London has more history and its landmarks are recognized throughout the world. It's one of the world's top financial cities and at the height of the British Empire it was the most powerful city in the world. 10 plus 24. When a man is tired of London, he is tired of life. You can find almost anything and anyone, one of the most multicultural cities in the world. Anyone from any country will surely find a restaurant or shop or community center belonging to theirs. There's constantly new things opening here and new areas to explore, i.e. Dalston and Stratford being redeveloped. There's something for everyone and it's so easy to get around with the underground transport. This is also where much of the world has been ruled and developed from historically and where so much has and will happen. Plus 2. London is the natural and totally apt international cosmopolitan capital of the cultural world. No other city can come close to the historical, cultural diversity, architectural, commercial, financial and internationally connected hub that London is. It spans the globe and belongs to everyone on the planet. History and culture that no other city can compete with. Number 1. Islamabad. Islamabad is the capital city of Pakistan located within the federal Islamabad Capital Territory. With a population of 2 million, it is the 10th largest city of Pakistan, while the larger Islamabad Rawalpindi. It is an amazing, highly developed and absolutely safe capital city, but also regarded as one of the best capitals in Asia and can be competed with any glorious capital city in the world, even from a highly developed country. There is no doubt that international developments are rapidly appearing in nearly every corner of the city. Its unique and awe-inspiring surrounding makes it more than a capital. If compared with Delhi, capital of India, it will surely win. Each and every Pakistani should be pleased with such a world-class capital. Despite the financial crisis, political and religious conflicts, vulnerability to terrorism across the country and several other issues, thus making a Pakistani proud for what he or she has. Plus 180. I love this city. I search on internet for this city is so beautiful. I have never been there, always want to be there, but I live in London. It is in Pakistan. I have heard that Pakistan is so beautiful place to visit. I love this country. Always want to be there. I love their national anthem as well. I can't understand in their language but the translation is so beautiful. Plus 162. Clean and green, peaceful and quiet with all sorts of places to go to and all sorts of activities to do. 10 plus 117. No one can be the level of Islamabad.